Hello everyone, this is Lane with Northwest Bus Sales. Today I'd like to show you a 2012 Chevrolet Startrans. This is a 10-passenger and 1 wheelchair shuttle bus plus the driver. It's recently out of service and in really good shape. There's quite a few features of this bus to show you, so let's have a look. But for starters, it's powered by the Duramax diesel. Made it up with the automatic transmission with overdrive. Dual rear wheels. Tires around this bus probably average of about 60% remaining, so they're in really good shape. Bus is straight all around, and I think you'll like what you see. So let's take a look. Bus has got 145,000 miles on it. It's started up really well. You can hear it idling well. It's not smoking, knocking, making any weird noises. So 2012 model buses were not necessarily standard with LED lights, so it's nice that the previous owner put LEDs. You can see up on the top, all LED markers. It's got the factory incandescent bulbs on the front, but everything else is LED. It does have this is a lock or a keyed switch for the entry door. I forgot to grab the key, but we can check and see if that works. But does have power remote heated mirrors. We just checked those. They adjust the flat lens and also the convex. Passenger entry door is electric. It's working well. Entryway looks really good. Not any big damage or anything to speak of. When the detail crew went through the bus, you'll see it's kind of hard to see with the camera, but they actually resealed the entire bus, so it's been cleaned really well. So this bus has quite a few features in the driver's area. This has got a power adjustable driver's seat, which is not that common for a shuttle bus. So yeah, Jack's showing you the adjustments there. So this bus again has power remote heated mirrors, 145,000 miles. That black, you show up on the left side of the dash there. This has backup sensors on the rear bumper, and we'll show you those when we go outside. But when you back up close to something, it'll warn you that when you're getting too close. Other than that, you've got your dash HVAC, so here's your fan speed, here's your temperature. You know, obviously like your car, you've got air conditioning, where the ducts are going to go. And down here you've got door switch, dome lights, there's rear heat, high and low, wheelchair switch, and we'll show you that here in a minute. And then there's a boost pump for the rear heat, so it'll actually pump the engine coolant from the front of the bus to the back. This is a driveline brake made by a company called Telma. So when you press the brake, it'll show you the amount of the level of gain that the brake is using. So 1 through 4, and it works well. We tried it before we brought the bus around. So other than that, I think everything's pretty standard. This yeah, why don't you have a look up here above the driver? There's a nice big storage compartment here. You can put cleaning equipment or whatever you need up there. It does have the cameras from the previous owner. There's no recording device. It just has the cameras. It looks like there's 3 of them throughout the bus. But fuse panel's in good shape, no corrosion, laid out nice and clean. So this bus seats 10 passengers or 1 wheelchair. So, excuse me, 10 passengers and 1 wheelchair at the front. You can see the seat is in the up position, so undo the lock, lower the seat down. And each seat has an armrest, has seat belts. So there's a number of configurations here, but you can get up to 4 wheelchairs when the seats are up, or 10 ambulatory and 1 wheelchair. So it does have an area for walker storage. I've seen most people, they'll put maybe a bungee cord, or this one may have had a net at one time, but it'll hold walkers. If you had to put maybe some groceries there or something, that would work. Rear air conditioning does have a wall-mounted heater in the back. Wall covering will be easy to clean. It's this fiberglass reinforced plastic, FRP, white Phylon. I've heard it called a number of different things, but nonetheless it's smooth and easy to clean. Floor being non-skid, they'll be easy to clean. This model has a fuel pump access, so you can access the fuel tank there if you had to service the fuel pump. Roof hatch to get out if the bus is on its side, and then front-mounted Braun Sentry wheelchair lift. So this is kind of a nice feature if you ever have to work on the entry door. Does have a panel to access all your gears if you have to make an adjustment or diagnose why the door is not working properly. But nice wide entryway. I would imagine that's somewhere around 36 inches wide. So they went a little above and beyond. This battery is actually an 8D. It's big enough where it's like the big motor coach battery, so a lot of capacity. If you were thinking of maybe using a bus like this for personal use, this would probably give you quite a bit of capacity for any conversion you're thinking about doing. So there's a storage box if you need to put chains or tools or whatever. I like this lift a lot. We've been very successful with this lift. We didn't sell this bus new, but all of our new buses we try to do the Braun Sentry. So pretty easy. You set the brake, turn the wheelchair switch on the front, come back here, flip this on, turns the lights on the lift, and pretty simple. Just unfold. Hit the down button. Yep, you load your wheelchair, up you go. I guess you don't have to just use the wheelchair. If somebody's not very good on their feet, they can always get on this. If they can't do stairs very well, then just hit the fold button. That simple. So again, we got LED light, midship turn signals. It's nice if you're traveling down the freeway. Need to switch lanes, people can see that. Yeah, again, these tires are probably in the, maybe call it 50 to 60% remaining. I know the fronts are better than the rears, but there's still a lot of tread left. So behind the rear axle here, there's an upgraded suspension system made by a company called Moride. That definitely does help with ride quality. Uses some pretty large rubber bushings in conjunction with the leaf springs, so it does well. Rear, this is a slow speed impact bumper made by a company called Romeo Rim. Here's your backup sensors, so if you start backing up and getting close to hit something, these will pick up a signal, send it to the device on the dash and give you the warning beeps. And then they call this an anti-ride, so in theory I guess you can't ride on the back. No fun, right? Coming around this side, not a whole lot to talk about. You'll see the Moride bushings underneath if jack pans under there. One thing I didn't point out that I just noticed, on the inside of the bus, for those of you that maybe have an idea for personal use, the floor line is above the wheel wells, so there's no wheel wells inside the bus. The floor is virtually, you know, it's all flat. It doesn't have the big hump inside of the bus. So it's kind of a nice feature. You call it a flat floor, raised floor. Air conditioning condenser. Then we've got our DEF tank. So everything looks really clean. You're not seeing any corrosion or anything like that. One more pan underneath there. So buses being used for personal use has been awfully popular for us lately. If you do have any questions, give us a holler. We'll try to do what we can to help. especially if you need help with lending, insurance, transportation, seat removal, gosh, you name it. We got a lot of different resources. So we got a nice big shop. We can make repairs, do what you need. If this bus doesn't exactly fit it, we have, what, 130 other buses on the yard right now. So appreciate you watching the video, and if you have any questions, give us a call, 1-800-231-7099, or email us at sales, S-A-L-E-S, @nwbus.com. Thank you.